So next we'll talk about chin rests. Right now what I've got on here is just a real small, simple chin rest that's off to the side. Most violins will come with a chin rest that goes over your tailpiece, and I'm actually going to take this off and show you one of those. So when you're playing around with chin rests, you need one of these little tools. You can buy them from Violin magazines or in a music store. I don't know what they call it, but it's a Chinrest tool. And what you do is you stick it in, you stick it in the holes of your chin rest and just unscrew it. It's like a violin screwdriver. So it loosens up. I'm going to slip this off and actually loosen up a little more. What I actually think is really good for you to do sometimes if you're having problems with your chin rests and it's not comfortable for you, is play with no chin rest. That's okay. I actually do it from time to time, play with no chin rest. You don't want to do it for an extended period of time because the oils from your chin and dirt can get on your violin and damage it, but it's okay to do it for a while. And what happens when you take the chin rest off, I have found a lot of times the chin rest is what causes a lot of pain and discomfort. If you take it off and play, you will find where your chin wants to sit while you're playing, because you won't have a chin rest forcing you to go into some unnatural position. So you may put your chin farther over to this side of the violin, and you may play like that, or you may play with your chin almost on top of the tailpiece or really close onto this side. That's okay. There's no right or wrong way, but you need to figure out what type of chin rest you need, if any at all, based on where you put your chin. So you can go ahead and take that off and try playing and see where you end up. You know, move the violin around. But most violins come with this type of chin rest. I'll just see if I can put it on here and show you. This is the most basic type of chin rest. Screw it tight enough to stay on here. Okay. So this is probably what you have on your violin, is this type of chin rest. And this type goes over the tailpiece. And then when you can hold it in different places when you have this type of chin rest. You can have your chin closer to the tailpiece, or you can put it farther over here. You can kind of move it around wherever you like. So that's one type of chin rest. My violin actually doesn't like chin rests that go over the tailpiece. It doesn't sound as good when I have those type on. And I actually prefer to play with a chin rest. It feels better to me also over to the side. So both me and my violin, actually, we don't prefer the over the tailpiece. That's something to keep in mind. The chin rest does affect your violin's tone. It's quite interesting, but some of them, so you kind of got to find one that's comfortable for you and your violin that it likes too. So if you're the type of person who really likes to play with your chin in about the middle of the violin, like about on the tailpiece, you don't really want to put your chin on the tailpiece, you can get this type of chin rest. This might be a viola chin rest I've got here, so this might not fit. But we can just put it on for demonstration purposes. We'll stay here. Yeah, this is definitely a viola chin rest. It's too big, but I'll hold it here. See how it fits just in the middle of the violin, right over the top of the tailpiece. And if you're the type of person who likes to play with the violin with your chin right in the middle there, these chin rests can work really good for that, for you, if that's how you like to hold it. So that's another option, is the middle chin rest. Let's see. And what's this guy? I think this one is kind of a combo. Well, not a combo, but it's kind of in between. This one, it fits off to the side, so it doesn't screw right there. It fits off to the side like the chin rest that I use, but it kind of sits over the tailpiece too. So it's kind of in between. It's not actually over the tailpiece, but it's not completely off to the side either, because it rests partway over the tailpiece. And that's a good option as well for some people, can feel kind of comfortable. So those are just a few different types. They make many more than that. Or no, actually that was my No, that wasn't my chin rest. Here's mine is really small. That's the type I like to use. So we went through 3 or 4 different types of chin rests that you can use. And like I said, you can go ahead and try playing without a chin rest at all. I actually recommend that. Just to get a feel for what's comfortable for you. I was having a lot of problems with pain when I was playing, and I decided for a while to just take the chin rest off, and it really released a lot of my tension, and my playing just really opened up. I was free of so much pain that I had been going through by taking the chin rest off. And this current one I'm using, I'm not actually real happy with either. It's not working, so I'm gonna have to find something different. So it's just experiment. I know it probably seems overwhelming when you're a beginner, but you probably won't even notice it so much until you start playing more. When you start devoting more hours to playing, that's when you start to notice if your equipment is not supporting you, and then you'll start noticing more pain. But in the beginning, you'll probably be fine with whatever you have. So that's about all we need to talk about. Get yourself set up with a chin rest and a shoulder rest, and we'll start working on our playing.